160 players signed up for last week's first round of the AI-controlled 5 vs 5 Deathmatch Tournament. 16 teams have already been eliminated, and today we will see the fates of the remaining 16. All of them will be fighting to claim a place in the quarterfinals of the tournament and glory for their homeworlds. They have been given characters that are Diamond 1 rank, with full winged character stars, their passive and active abilities are at level 30, and they don't have any weapons or equipment. These were randomly chosen based on their favourite alliance. As well as the glory, the winners will take home in-game prizes, and their name is engraved on the tournament trophy alongside the previous winners. Today, as always, I'll be joined by the hero of Cadia, Castellan Creed, and also by a very special guest commentator and fellow content creator, Tech Priest Fred. He will take over commentating on our first 2 matches, and then Creed and I, Jace, will do the rest. So without further ado, let the last 16 begin. Creed, are you ready for today's last 16?
Ready? I've been ready since the Throne of Terror was installed. This is where the stakes get higher, the plays get riskier, and the explosions get bigger. Let's bring on the chaos, carnage, and glory.
I can't believe we're in for another 8 top quality matches today. What matchups are you most excited to see?
That's a tough one, Jace. I've got my eye on Titterus Red versus Quine. Chaos Resilient going head-to-head with Xenos Precision. Rask and Rotbone were nearly unkillable last time, but Onchi and Alephno have a knack for picking apart even the toughest foes. It's going to be a bloodbath either way.
Any last tips for our competitors?
Simple. Stick to the plan. Unless it's not working, then abandon it immediately. Also, don't underestimate your enemy. Even a grot with a wrench can ruin your day if you let them. And finally, no standing on ice unless you're absolutely sure you won't get shot. Good luck out there. Now let's get into the action. This round will separate the champions from the footnotes.
It's time for the December 2024 Tacticus Deathmatch Tournament Last 16. We're going to get straight into the action in match 1 as we see the team from the Imperial planet of Malbibrius's Bastion 11 going up against the Chaos planet of Krogar Vermilion.
Malbibrius's defenders, fresh from their decisive win over Teuchter, come in with a solid mix of ranged power and tactical discipline. Expect big plays from Marneus Calgar, who led the charge last time. Meanwhile, Krogar Vermilion is riding high after a bloody victory over Caldel Poos, with Ahriman stacking kills, and Abraxas surviving everything thrown his way. Can Imperial fortifications hold up against Chaos Fury?
Aggressive advancement done by the Imperial team, and equally aggressive retaliation done by the Chaos team, resulting in Titus getting focused and dying. Wait, Incisus saved him, what a giga Chad. Oh wait, he's dead again. Here they go to avenge their battle brother, doing their best they can, but not killing off any of the Chaos worshippers, who start flooding the battlefield with demonic entities.
I think the decision to only give characters level 30 skills is an interesting one. It makes the matches longer and more fun to watch, but some characters definitely miss out.
This infestation grabs the attention of the Imperial team. It also makes them an easy target to pick off.
Oh no, Calgar is down! My hero? Why?
You can see Incisus trying to save his teammate, but they keep running away from him and into the combat, like true servants of the Emperor. They pay the final price for it though, so our hero is left alone with his last breaths. He charges forward, hits Askor in the head with the medic bag, and then he perishes.
What a heroic ending, and what a clash between the Imperium and Chaos. Malbibrius's Bastion 11 might have thought their defenses were impenetrable, but Krogar Vermilion had other plans, and those plans included demon spawns, lots of them. Titus gave it his all, but his early fall set the tone for the match. Calgar's heroic swings and Yarek's Cadian backup were impressive, but when you're trying to fight off both Ahriman's psychic onslaught and Abraxas' endless horrors, it's a tough day at the office. The MVP? Definitely Incisus, with his healing, killing, and braving it solo at the end. That's the kind of courage the Imperium rewards, with a memorial plaque. Chaos advances in style, showing that unholy fury beats fortress walls any day of the week. An incredible match to kick off the last 16.
In match 2, we have Arula 3 going up against another Imperial team, Chinchidor's Forge 6.
Arula 3 dominated their previous match against Huskatry 5, with Varro Tagurius showing off psychic brilliance, but Cinchidar's Forge 6 wasn't slacking either. They dismantled Malarkey. It's a fight between grit and precision, with the victor proving which Imperium team is the best of the best.
Hey Creed, who's going to win? A Tech Priest or a Castellan?
Looks like we're cheering for two different teams, Fred. I'm excited to see it unveil. The Arula 3 team pushes forward under my command.
And it meets a quick response from the Tech Priest team. Look at that damage.
Plenty of area of effect attacks hitting multiple enemies at once, but not enough to kill off anyone, unfortunately.
I feel like sometimes a focused approach is the correct one. Just look at Roswitha. She was born for this assassination of Tigurius. No wonder she gets instantly focused. Seeing that shot was brutal.
Incisus coming in with a clutch revive.
Can't save him from the Omniziah's wrath though.
Look at those brave guardsmen facing a space marine in melee. Real heroes of the Imperium.
They truly served the Emperor well. So did you, Creed. Good game.
Imperial on Imperial violence. This is what happens when the galaxy doesn't give us enough Xenos or heretics to kill. Cinchidar's Forge 6 came out swinging and just never stopped the relentless action all the way through the match. Roswitha deserves a medal for that crossbow shot. Right between Varro Tagurius' glowing psychic eyes. I mean, what's the point of being a superhuman psyker if you can't see that coming? But revenge was short-lived, as God's Will and Mataneo cleaned house faster than a servitor on overdrive. Incisus healed his heart out, and I called in some Cadian guard to try to tip the balance. But honestly, it was like throwing grot fodder at a Carnifex. God's Will smashed them, then turned me into paste for good measure. Cinchidar's Forge 6 advances, leaving Arula 3 and my bruised ego behind. God's Will is definitely one to watch. He's like a hammer-wielding, hymn-singing meteor. On to the next match.
In match 3, the Chaos planet of Titarius Red goes up against the Xenos planet of Quines.
Titarius Red's Chaos team put on a masterclass against Aranasius, with Rask and Rotbone keeping their team alive and dangerous. Quines, however, showcased unmatched Xenos precision, with Shosil's drones proving absolutely devastating. It's Chaos Resilience versus Xenos Cunning. Who will crack first?
It's good to be back in the commentary box. What did you think of Fred, Creed?
Fred's great. Top quality commentator and content creator. Like and subscribe.
Turning our attention to the match at hand, Shosil's on the high ground pounding Macer. We know that's dangerous. Then Macer goes for an active and it doesn't really do any damage again.
Hashtag buff Macer.
And he is down. Anufet getting the killing blow. Athana is floating around the battlefield again, unlike Shosil, who is pounding the Chaos team from the high ground. Abraxas tries to take Makars into his own dusty hands and fills the battlefield with spawns. Unbelievably, no one dies. That brass shield should definitely keep the Chaos team alive next round too. There is some spawn cleanup duty to be done by the Xenos team.
Unbelievable.
But Anufet drops his little Necrons to make it even more chaotic. Athana dives across the field and, as predicted, does 0 damage. A screaming flying mantis then kills Onshi. The rest of the team focus down the spawns, although one screamer of Chench has made it up to pester Shosil.
Get him! Shosil has to die!
The Necrons start shooting around everywhere and do clear that screamer. Boy Bibimbap's Anufet gets his second kill of the match with Rask falling, and that leaves a 3-on-4 now, and the Chaos team are down to a similar problem we've seen in other matches. Rodbone and Toth can sustain, but they can't kill, and there are a lot of enemies on the field for them to kill. The Xenos focus fire well, and Shosil with 3 drones up really hurts Toth. In fact, he has been popped, Athana kills him again, but Rodbone revives him. Finally, Aleph Null finishes him.
It's a new record, 3 deaths in 3 seconds.
I think it's going to be more for the Chaos team as Abraxas is focused this time. Again, it's Anufet who finishes the job and surely picks up the Man of the Match award, and Rodbone falls to Shosil.
What a match! Shosil once again showing why he's the bane of anyone stuck on the ground. Meanwhile, Macer continues his tournament-long streak of underwhelming performances. Someone please, for the love of the Emperor, buff Macer. Anufit was the star of the show though. 3 kills and those little Necron buddies causing havoc everywhere. And can we talk about Toth? 3 deaths in 3 seconds. That's gotta be a tournament record for quickest respawn and quickest failures. Chaos held on longer than expected, but when you're up against Shosil and a team that actually knows how to focus fire, it's only a matter of time. Quines marches on in style.
Match 4 sees two Xenos planets clashing against each other, and only one team can come out the other side. It's Bloviate against Oxter.
Bloviate's brutal teamwork and Golgortz's orky ferocity made them look unstoppable in round 1 against Ritzanios Beta 9, but Oxter is here to fight dirty. Parasite of Mortrex is ready to drop more rippers, and Darkstrider might just have a trick or two left. Bloviate, better! Watch out! Those Xenos from Oxter aren't above biting ankles to get a win!
The match begins, and there is no messing this time as Neurothrope goes straight and infects Shoso with a Neuroparasite.
Smart move!
Shoso gives him a drone back, and this could be a crucial moment here. Which of them is going to fall first? Parasite dives deep into the backline, but the Bloviate team ignore him and really focus on Shoso. Neurothrope takes him down.
That might be the winning move right there!
The Pattermine follows up by killing Darkstrider.
He leaves a little decoy there.
He can heal off them. Boss Golgortz runs down Neurothrope. Then Parasite of Mortrex blows Holland and his Abomination back and drops 2 Rippers on the field. Could this be a turning point here? Eldrion comes in to support Holland. Then the Bloviate boss Golgortz calls in some Orc support and goes after Anufet. How My Ankle's Pattermine finishes the kill off for his second in the match. This has left Oxter split in 2, and Bloviate are putting on the pressure.
It's only a matter of time here. Let's get it done.
The Oxter team are trying their hardest, but without any focusing, they can't finish anyone. And the Pattermine takes down the Parasite for his 3rd kill of the game, and surely picks up the Man of the Match award.
So good!
It's over. Eldrion finishes the match, and that was a cracker.
Now this was a match worth watching. Neurothrope kicking things off by taking Shosil out early was a game changer. I mean, Shosil has been MVP in almost every match, so eliminating him was pure genius. The Pattermine with 3 kills? I didn't even know he had it in him. Healing off decoys and outplaying everyone. It's the performance of a lifetime. Bloviate just stayed cool under pressure, splitting Oxter apart and finishing the job with ruthless efficiency. They are a nightmare to face.
Well, that was some match, and let's hope for another titanic clash in match 5 as we see the Imperial planet of Gamma X going up against the Xenos planet of Zertz.
Gamma X dominated Drukid in round 1 with Vindicta leading the charge, but now they face Zertz's swarm tactics. Winged Prime and Tank Smasha dismantled their last opponent's Glaykit with overwhelming numbers and unstoppable momentum. It's going to be a bloodbath if Gamma X can't hold the line against this tidal wave of Tyranids.
The match gets underway and Vindicta is straight into Morgan Ra's Overwatch. Thaddeus Noble deletes Morgan Ra, Winged Prime goes straight for Vindicta and finishes her, then Commander Shadowsun finishes Thaddeus. This bridge is a bloodbath. Vindicta and Creed combine to take down Commander Shadowsun.
What a start to this match!
Winged Prime calls in a Tyranid warrior to hold the bridge, and this is really looking like a pivotal place to be. Creed counters with Acadians.
Let's go, boys!
Tank Smasher clears the exit to the bridge with unstoppable momentum. Creed and Varro try and take Tank Smasher down, but it's not enough for the tanky Orc. Suddenly, the Zertz team have regrouped on top of Morven Val, surrounding her. Varro and Creed rush back to support. Varro lights them up, and Alan Smith's Creed gets his 2nd kill of the game on Tank Smasher.
This is so exciting! 2 of the best teams in the tournament here.
And what has just happened here? Somehow only Creed and Winged Prime are left. I have no idea what just happened. We will need an action replay after the match to figure this out. And yes, it's over. That was match of the tournament so far for me there.
Wow! What a match! That bridge turned into the biggest bloodbath we've seen so far! Let's take a look again at that moment of madness when Varro, Jane Zar, and Morven Val suddenly disappeared. It started with Jane Zar throwing a silent death. That then kills Morven Val, triggering her explosion to wipe out both Varro and Jane Zar. That will end up in the history books for sure. What a moment. I tried holding out valiantly in the end, but stuck on barbed wire against Winged Prime's endless swarm of reinforcements, it was an impossible task. Zertz takes it in the most explosive match of the tournament so far. Absolutely legendary.
In match 6, it's Castell and Creed's tip for the tournament, the Xenos planet Gizabozi, and they are looking to beat the Imperials of Lava Mate.
Lava Mate showed why Ragnar and Arjak are 2 of the toughest champions in the tournament during their round 1 victory over Garaxus Amber, but now they face the surgical precision of Gesibozi. Makotep and Kalandis dismantled Far Hyvyabin with terrifying accuracy. But can they crack the shield wall of Arjak and the rage of Ragnar? This is brute force versus finesse. Someone's leaving this match in pieces.
The match starts and Athana and Harkin are straight down the middle, shaking their fists at the Imperial team. Exeter Rogue goes straight after Kalandis, camouflaging his way past her Overwatch. And there is a war howl from Ragnar that helps him finish off Athana. The Gizabozi team then smartly break the ice as they retreat so they can snipe Exeter Rogue without an issue. but he has that unstoppable trait and he walks straight over the barbed wire to take out the Grot tank. At the top of the map, Harkin is focused down by Ragnar, then the Admex go after Gibascraps. It needs to be a big round for Gizabozi. It starts well with Kalandis sniping Egister Row out of the match. Aryak comes down and hammers Gibascraps into the ground. The Orc really didn't do much in this match. Kalandis is now holding the little bridge with Makotep behind him. They combine well and Tangita falls. Could they really turn this around? GHG's Aryak picks up the second kill of the game, knocking Kalandis off the bridge and into the freezing waters below. I think it's only a matter of time now before the match is finished.
This looks bad for Bozy.
And Aryak picks up another kill and the Man of the Match award.
This match had it all. Fist shaking, war howls, and some classic Ragnar brutality. Ethana and Harkin charging down the middle might have been bold, but Ragnar made short work of them with 2 swift kills. Exeter Row, stomping through barbed wire to delete the Grot tank, was pure Mechanicus stubbornness at its finest. But Gisabozi couldn't capitalize on their early sniping advantage. Gibascraps, bless him, spent more time looking confused than contributing. He'll need a serious session after this match. With Arjak claiming 3 kills and man of the match honors, Gisabozi had no answer for the sheer power of Arjak and Ragnar. Lavam 8 holds strong.
It's match 7 and another Xenos clash. With so many Xenos teams still alive, we were always going to see some interspecies clashes. And in this match, it's the planet of Pendiculation going up against Saliquent.
Pendiculation's tank Smasha lived up to his name in round 1, while Winged Prime kept reinforcements swarming Cardretti 2. They're up against Cialoquent, a team brimming with precision and psychic power. Shadow Sun's leadership and Neurothrope's tricky mind games. This is brute force against calculated devastation. But Pendiculation looks like they've brought an army and a squig.
This looks like a clash of titans here, with a lot of top 10 characters on either side. Revas gets a match started with an early warning override. Eldrion and Morgan Ra combine to take down Caton's Jane Czar. Boss Golgorts absorbs everything Revas has and axes her in the face. The whole Pendiculation team then turn on Golgorts. Incredibly, he absorbs it all.
What a boss!
Neurothrope takes down a Tyrannid, and Morgan Ra failed to finish Tank Smasher. Shadow Sun then jumps half the map to give Boss Golgort some backup. Great move, but it's not quite enough as Revas finishes off Golgorts. Tank Smasher eats a whole drone on the other side of the map. That's a spicy snack. Neurothrope is in a good position but can't seem to finish anyone with his neuroparasites. Revas and Tyrant Guard combine to finish Shadow Sun, while Winged Prime takes on a 1 versus 1 against Neurothrope. Eldrion finally takes down Tank Smasher and Morgan Ra drops Revas. Iron Guard takes down Morgan Ra and Winged Prime continues fighting Neurothrope. It's now 2 Psychers against 2 tanky Tyrannids. Who will win?
The viewers are definitely winning! I can't believe this match is still going. What a battle!
Neurothrope tries to create some distance, but he's strayed too close to Tyrant Guard before Winged Prime finishes him off. That might be the final nail in the Saliquent coffin, and Eldrion falls to Winged Prime. What an incredible matchup.
This match had everything: top-tier heroes, brutal back-and-forth swings, and some truly jaw-dropping moments. Golgorts absorbing an entire team's worth of punishment and still managing to axe Revas in the face? That's why they call him a god. Tank Smasha once again proved why orcs are an absolute nightmare, eating drones like they were snacks and refusing to go down without a fight. Are orcs the best faction in the game now? It's looking likely. And that final showdown, 2 Psychers against 2 tanky Tyrannids. It was tense, disgusting, and absolutely thrilling. Cialoquent fought valiantly, but Pendiculation proved too tough in the end. A nail-biter from start to finish.
It's the final match of today, and I can't believe this stream is almost over. Let's hope for an absolute blast of a last match as we see the Imperials of Denkosuria 1 going up against the Chaos team of Momon Viridia.
The bastions of Denkosuro, led by Jaeger's steady blade and Ragnar's howling fury, tore through Hesben Black with brutal efficiency. Here they faced the sheer malevolence of Momon Viridian. Their Typhus and Angrax tore through Skunnert in round 1. This is fortification versus annihilation. Can Denkosuro hold the line against the Warp's worst nightmares?
The match starts with the Imperials taking an aggressive line. Jaeger out front just waiting to parry some pests. The Chaos team oblige, hitting this way and that. Not a lot of damage has been done. Niall lights the Chaos team up like a Christmas tree, and the rest of the Imperials combine to take down Archimatos. Jaeger getting the final blow. That enrages the Chaos team, who come flying in from all sides. They try their hardest, but another round goes past without a single kill. Ragnar war howls, butchered grenades, Tangida tickles, but no one goes down for another round.
Denkasira are looking good here.
Angrax is just stomping around trashing Skitarii spawns.
Unbelievable!
Pistilian beats Jaeger. Thymachus smites Tangida. Ragnar does make Pistilian pay though with a brutal swing of his sword. The Chaos team now decide to pick on the weakest character and beat up Niall. And wow, Niall actually killed someone. Thymachus falling to the Space Wolf's priest. Not enough though as Typhus shows Niall the true power of a Psyker and he falls. It's a clean 2 versus 2 now.
I can't believe how even all these matches have been!
They may be so, but Ragnar doesn't have the damage to take down Typhus and falls. Can Burchard kill Angrax before Typhus can traverse the match to reach them? No, he can't, and he's now stuck in a 2v1.
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. I'm not betting on the smelly Chaos champion. They have been living in the same armor for 10,000 years.
Butchard finishes Angrax, but I don't think he's got enough health left over for Typhus. Typhus dives into the trenches with him, and it's all over. What an epic conclusion to the last 16 matches.
What an absolute slugfest to end the last 16. Jaeger kicking things off with his parrying theatrics, and even grabbing the first kill. Brilliant start. But then the duel with Pistilian. Another loss for Jaeger. Someone needs to talk to him about closing out those one-on-one. Ragnar gave it his all. But Typhus and Angrax were a wall of unstoppable death. Pure cinematic chaos glory. Burchard fought valiantly. Finishing Angrax was impressive, but it wasn't enough against the diseased might of Typhus. Denkasira gave it everything. But Chaos took the day in an epic conclusion to the last 16. I need a drink after that one.
Before we can go and enjoy that Moldcadian brew, we do need to do the draw for the quarterfinals. But just before that, with Gizabozi falling today, who's your favourite going into the quarterfinals, Creed?
With Gizabozi out of the picture, it's tough, but my money's on Bloviate. They've been clinical so far. Boss Gulgorts is a walking fortress. Eldrian has been an absolute psycher master. And their focus fire is unmatched. If they keep up this level of coordination, I don't see anyone stopping them. But let's not count out the Chaos teams either. Titterus Red and Momon Viridian have been terrifying. Rask and Abraxas are as tough as they come, and Typhus is like a one-man plague waiting to happen. It's anyone's tournament now!
Well, let's hope you haven't cursed them by backing them. How are the statistics looking now?
There are 20 Xenos in the next round, 10 Imperials, and 10 Chaos. Xenos are definitely proving to be tough to take down. In terms of the top scoring players, Callum Smith from the planet Zert on Shadow Sun has 5 kills. Then there are a lot of players on 4 kills, but the only ones who are still in the quarterfinals and can pick up more kills are Jog4852 from Lavam 8 on Arjak and Mikespelin from Krogar Vermilion on Araman.
Okay, so now let's turn our attention to the next round and the draw for the quarterfinals. Creed, can you pull the names out of the hat again, please? In match 1, it's
Lavam 8
against
Krogar Vermilion. Incredibly, that means that JHG4852, Arjak, and Mikespelin's Araman will face each other in the quarterfinals, so one of them is guaranteed to make it through to the semifinals and push on for the MVP.
In match 2, it's
Bloviate
against
Quines, that's another all-Xenos matchup.
In match 3, we see
Cinchitter's Forge 6,
and they're going up against
Pandiculation.
And finally, in match 4, we see
Zerts
going up against
Momon Viridian.
And well, it's been an amazing last 16 from everyone. I've really enjoyed the action, and especially the commentary from Tech Priest Fred. Thankfully, we won't have to wait long for the finals, as the whole tournament will be wrapped up on Sunday with the quarterfinals, semifinals, grand finale, and awards ceremony all happening. It starts at 1800 Central European time, so do not miss it. We'll see you right here.